Yeah, it's going.
Going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in this lesson, I'm going to go over how to solve problems involving the exterior angle theorem. So I have the first problem written on the board. I have a triangle with 80 degrees, 63 degrees, and I'm missing this degree. And I know that the exterior angle is x. So I want to solve for x. So the exterior angle theorem states that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of these two angles in here in the triangle. So let's set up our equation. So I know that x is equal to the sum of these two angles. So that looks like this. So we have x equals 63 degrees plus 80 degrees. 63 plus 80, use your calculator, you should get 143 degrees. So x equals 143 degrees, and you're done. So all you have to remember is that the exterior angles equals the sum of these two angles right here. Let's go ahead and try the second problem. So I have x, 38, and 24 degrees. So I want to find the value of x. So again, use the same rule. The exterior angle equals the sum of these two angles. So exterior angle equals the sum of these two guys. So x equals 24 degrees plus 38 degrees. 24 plus 38. Go ahead and use your calculator. You should get 62 degrees. So x equals 62 degrees for this problem. So remember, all you have to do is add these two angles to find x, or your exterior angle. So that's the second example. Let's go ahead and try another one. Okay, let's try this one. So we have something that looks like this. So I know this angle is 30 degrees. This one is 84 degrees. And then we have x right here. We want to find the degree of this angle. So again, just remember the rule for exterior angle theorem. The exterior angle equals the sum of these two angles. Now you have to be careful. You have to make sure it's these two angles, not the one that creates the line. It's these other two right here. So my exterior angle equals the sum of these two. The ones across from it. That's one way to remember it. The ones that are across from it. So here we go. So 84 degrees is equal to 30 degrees plus x. There you go. You solve your one-step equation. We're solving for x. Go ahead and circle the variable, draw the barrier. We have to get rid of the 30. This goes away, and I know that 84 minus 30 is 54. Equals x. So x equals 54 degrees for this problem. Let's go ahead and try a different one. Number 5. Put the numbers. Let's try this one. So this is going to be number 5. If you're following along on the worksheet. So this is number 5. It looks something like this. So I have x, I have 84 degrees, and I have 57 degrees. The first thing you should do is you have to point out the exterior angle. X is my exterior angle, and then the rule states that the exterior angle equals the sum of the two angles across from it. So let's go ahead and set up our equation. We have x equals 84 plus 57 degrees. Find the sum of these two angles. 84 plus 57 gives me 141 degrees. So x equals 141 degrees for this one. And this is number 5 on the worksheet. So again, your exterior angles equals the sum of the two angles across from it. Let's go ahead and try number 7. So these are pretty quick. Once you get the hang of it, it's the same thing. Your exterior angle equals the sum of the two angles across. Number 7. So we have something that looks like this. So I know this angle is 62 degrees. This one looks a little bit more complicated, but it follows the same setup. So this right here is 7x plus 14 degrees. And then the exterior angle equals 15x minus 4 degrees. It does look a little bit more complicated, but you're doing the same exact thing. The theorem states that the exterior angle equals the sum of these two angles, the two angles across from it. And then go ahead and set it up the same exact way. So I have my exterior angle, which is 15x minus 4, equals the sum of the two angles across from it. So 62, and it doesn't matter which one you write first as long as you add these two up. 62 plus 7x plus 14. Go ahead and solve for x. So remember, you want to draw your barrier. Can I combine anything on the left? No, I can't. So this stays the same. 4x minus 4 equals, can I combine anything on the right? Yes, you can. You can combine the 62 and the 14. 62 plus 14 gives me 76. And then plus 7x. Keep going. So now, look at the two variables. So the way we solve this is, we have 15x and we have 7x. Remember, the smaller one always wants to go to the side of the bigger one. So how am I going to get this positive 7x to this side? You do minus 7x. So we have minus 7x, minus 7x. 15x minus 7x gives me 8x. And I'm going to go ahead and write this right here. So I have 8x minus 4 equals 76. Solve for x. I still have my barrier. Circle the variable. I need to get rid of this negative 4. So I do plus 4 on both sides. And this should be reviewed. So 8x equals 80. Divide both sides by 8. X equals 10. So x equals 10 is going to be your answer for number 7. So again, it does look more complicated, but you're doing the same thing. You have your exterior angle, and it equals the sum of the two angles across from it. Then eventually, once you solve it, you should get x equals 10 for this one. Let's go ahead and try number 9. So I'm going to go over the odd problems on the worksheet. The next one is number 9. And remember, go ahead and try these problems first, and then go ahead and play the video so you can check your answer. Number 9. Let's see. So I have number 9. Looks something like, so I have the line. I know that the exterior angle equals 8x minus 11. And they use the parentheses just so it looks neat. And then this angle right here equals 2x plus 6. And then I know this angle right here is just 5x. So 5x. Now apply the exterior angle theorem. The exterior angle equals the sum of the two angles across from it. So let's go ahead and set up our equation. The exterior angle is 8x minus 11, which equals the sum of these two angles. 2x plus 6 plus this angle, which is 5x. Go ahead and draw your barrier. We draw the barrier. Can I combine anything here? No, I can't. Let's go to this side. I can combine the 2x and the 5x. This gives me a 7x. So on this side, I don't combine anything, just copy it over. Equals 7x plus 6. this 7x has to come over to this side, so I'm going to do the inverse, which is minus 7x. This cancels. This becomes 1x, which equals 1x minus 11, which equals 6. Let's go ahead and move over to this side. I have 1x, which I can just write x minus 11 equals 6. I need to move this negative 11 to the other side, so the inverse is plus 11. So x equals 17 for this one. X equals 17 for this problem, for number 9. Let's go ahead and solve number 11. So let's try one more. And if there's anything you don't understand, you could just rewind the video and go over how I solved it again. So for number 11, let's see, we have the straight line and then we have this triangle. So this angle right here is 9x minus 5. This one is 8x. And then this guy right here is 20x minus 32 degrees. Again, apply the same theorem. The exterior angle equals the sum of the two angles across from it. So let's go ahead and solve this, set up the equation. My exterior angle is 20x minus 32 equals the sum of these two guys. So 8x, and again, it doesn't matter which one you write first as long as you add these. 8x plus 9x minus 5. Go ahead and draw the barrier. Can I combine anything here? No, I can't. Let's go to this side. 8x plus 9x gives me 17x. Minus 5. This side I didn't combine anything, so I could just copy it over. This 17x, I need to move it to this side. So I'm going to do the inverse. Minus 17x, minus 17x. This cancels, they become 0. 20 minus 17 is 3x. Minus 32 equals negative 5. Let me go ahead and move over here. So again, let me rewrite that. 3x minus 32 equals negative 5. Remember, circle the variable, draw the barrier. I need to get rid of that negative 32. So go ahead and apply the inverse, which is positive 32 or plus 32. So I have, this goes away, I now have 3x equals, different sign subtract, 32 minus 5 is positive 27. Divide both sides by 3. Eventually you'll get x equals 9. So for number 11, x equals 9. And all of these answers, if you have the worksheet, they should appear on the bottom and they tell you how to color the worksheet too. So for this one, we get x equals 9 for number 11. And that's how you solve these problems using the exterior angle theorem. Again, if you didn't understand something, go ahead and rewind the video. Thank you for watching.